On December 21st, the prisoners of war were transported from Olangapo Naval Station to San Fernando, Pampanga, where they were held in a jail and movie theater. Before the journey, Japanese Lieutenant Jusaburo Toshino told Lieutenant Colonel E. Carl Engelhardt that prisoners who were too injured to make the rest of the journey were going to be sent back to Bilibid prison. However, instead of being sent where they were supposed to be sent, 15 gravely injured men were instead taken to a cemetery to be executed by decapitation or bayonet thrust and buried in a mass grave. On December 21st, the remaining prisoners were loaded onto trains and sent to San Fernando La Union. Many of the prisoners, who had been survivors of the Bataan Death March, were familiar with the grotesque conditions on these trains. Train windows were closed, and the prisoners suffered from the heat. Because American planes were circling above, looking for targets, the Japanese put the sick and wounded prisoners of war on the tops of the train cars and told them to wave their bandages if the American planes appeared. On Christmas morning, the prisoners made it to their destination, where they were held in a schoolhouse and later on a beach. Prisoners were allowed rations of 1 handful of rice and a canteen of water. Because they were so thirsty in the tropical sun, many of these prisoners resorted to drinking seawater, dying as a result.